Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Eliel in this incarnation, and I am here today to comment that tomorrow night the karma nodes, the lunar nodes, are going to change their position. Let's remember that they are mathematical points, and I already did a video talking about this, so I'm not going to do the whole explanation. I'm going to leave that video in the description box. I talked about them in a more profound way. So well, the last time that we experimented this energy was in November of 2015 to May of 2017. But they were in an inverse position. This means that the North Node was in Virgo and the South Node in Pisces. So the last time that we truly experimented the karma nodes as they are right now, as they are going to be, was from June of 2006 to December of 2007. So if someone has in their natal chart the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo, they are going to experiment their nodal return, which is a period of life in which life brings experiences that are pushing us to redirect ourselves in the purposes that we came here to experiment in this incarnation. So there are very like powerful lessons and very evolutionary, but also great cleansing. So if you remember something about these periods of time, this doesn't mean that things are going to be the same, because we are transiting spirals in our experiences, but the areas of your life that were activated at those moments are going to be so in this next year, especially on eclipses. Something that is a key to comment, it is that at the time that the North Node enters Pisces, it is going to create a conjunction with Neptune in Pisces, which is its regent. So what Neptune is going to do the whole year, it is very important, because it is telling us how we are going to move to this North Node, how we are going to integrate these evolutionary experiences. Well, this means that this spiritual surrendering, the surrender to the paths of the soul, require an action that is an initiator action. It is the intuitive knowledge, to the one that we are accessing, taking it to the practice in ways that could be challenging, because, as I said many times, the North Node implies experiences that are positive and of growth, but many times very uncomfortable, because they are things that we didn't experiment before in our individual path. On the other way, Mercury, it will be also important, because it is the regent of the South Node. So in its movement, it is going to show us the mental cleansing that we need to approach. It is a planet that moves quite fast. It stays more or less 3 weeks in each sign. But well, when it creates retrogradation, when it starts retrogradation, it's going to stay more time. So the next one, like Venus, it is going to give. So it is going to be given, from the first degrees of Aries to the last degrees of Pisces. And this is also a movement that Saturn and Neptune are going to do in a more limited way, because they are slower planets and they are not going to move far away from the degree 2 of Aries, and Neptune is going to get to the degree 2 with 10 minutes. So they are going to end in Pisces the 2025. They are going to come and go, So the purpose of this, the purpose of the sky, it is this preparation, this dissolution of the layers of the ego in order to enter in the next phase. Because when the nodes change again, all the transpersonals are going to be in new signs. Neptune in Aries, Pluto from the last year, it is in Aquarius, and Uranus in Gemini. So what I'm trying to say with this is that the movement of the transpersonals changing of sign in this short period of time, it is a powerful impact, both in the collective and in the individual lives. So in moments of so much change, there is also a lot of possibilities. The thing is that coming back to the conjunction of the North Node and Neptune in Pisces, I am already feeling the effects of Neptune. We are feeling it a lot because this is part of the full moon in Cancer that we are going to experiment in a few days. And Mars retrograde in Cancer is activating Neptune. This is very important for you to remember. Every time that we feel a transpersonal, whether it is Pluto, Uranus, or Neptune, we do so when they are changing of sign, when they are starting to be retrograde, or they become direct, or when they are activated by a luminar, the sun, the moon, or a personal planet, which is this moment. So that's why we are feeling a lot the energy of Neptune. And the fact that Neptune is in this conjunction that is going to be perfected in February with the North Node means that we are closing a cycle. This is what is telling the full moon in Cancer. But at the same time, we are initiating something. Every closure, it is a new beginning. So this implies that this new beginning requires for us this great surrender, to listen to our intuition. And perhaps this is something challenging for some people. This could represent a crisis of sense, to not understand where they are going to, or if what they are choosing are truly connected with their soul. And this could lead us to question our logics, because every planet that contacts with the North Node, they are points that are opposed to each other. So every time that a planet unites to the North Node, they are going to create opposition with the South Node. The mind could be more chaotic. It could be that the fear of mistake, the focus on what is lacking, the confusion as a mechanism of protection, all these things could be activated. But if this is shown, it is only to remember that we always have the answer. And if there is something that we don't know or we don't understand, it is because we are not getting in the right time to comprehend that. But everything has sense when we decide to move forward, trusting in the higher purposes of the experiences. And this is going to be the invitation with the North Node in Pisces. It is this surrendering to what the spirit is dictating, even if there are some things that are not corresponding to the desires of the soul, or or that is not fitting in our comprehension in the present moment. I mean, this doesn't have logic, or I am not understanding why this is happening. But the mind, it is not the enemy. It is not the enemy. And this is about inhabiting certain circumstances, opening ourselves to what they have to reveal. And there will come a moment where we have the answers, when we can understand in a mental level, so we can give an order, because Pisces and Virgo represent chaos and order. But it is just that there is no chaos, it is not operating in a superior, in a higher order. And to comprehend certain circumstances, we just simply have to give us time to elevate our level of consciousness, and to be capable of processing what we have learned, or what we are learning. And obviously, all of this is to put these things, what we have learned, at the service of our own path and at the service of others. This access, it is talking a lot of the service that we came here to offer. And it happens that in many occasions, that service, it is something that is required from us. It is a decision. It is something that we need to do. And it doesn't really matter what the mind is telling to us. I mean, if the mind is telling us that we are not prepared, or this kind of things, it is something that, the soul, it is going to push right now, very, very, in a very powerful way, because with the North Node in Pisces, we are here to integrate this unity consciousness, and to listen to that inner voice, and to be in coherence with that, and to allow that inner voice to guide our steps. So, well, I just wanted to leave this message today. We will talk, of course, about these energies in the next videos. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.